This is King Noble Black Supremacy. With this particular video, what if I told you that there was no such thing as a transgender, but there is a trans agenda, an agenda beyond the natural plane of reality, a man-made one, an artificial agenda made by an artificial entity, an artificially genetically hybrid mutant made individual who came up with an agenda for this natural plane that he overlays. What if I told you there is no such thing as a transgender? There's only real and fake. There's only the real world and the artificial world. That's it. There are no levels. There are no gray areas. There are no dimensions. It's either real or fake. You are on one side or the other. The real people are in the nature, natural things, not caught up into consumerism, materialism, lights, cameras, actions, acceptance by the artificial world. The real people are more natural, more simple. The fake people, they're your consumers. They into false images, made up images. They like their food artificial. Everything has to be artificial. The heterosexuals like they women artificial. End up with transgenders. They like they women artificial. They like artificial environments. Everything artificial. If you're not official, you have to master the art of being official. The color of law. We live in a world that has the art of being official, but it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. It's just art. Made up. Created. Man-made. There's no such thing as a transgender. It does not exist. You have a fake woman. Something that appears to be a woman that's not a woman. Some of you all is in a relationship with an artificial entity. Her mind is artificial. All her likes, tastes, and interests, clothing, fashion, hair, nails, face, butt, breasts, is artificial. You're with an artificial entity. A transgender woman is an artificial entity created by an artificial world. It doesn't really exist. It's still a man. But a man hyped up artificially. Artificial injections, hormones, silicone, plastic surgery. Artificially created. Some of you all got what you call a woman that's biologically a female, but got breast implants, silicone, butt injections, heavily into cosmetics, unnatural hair, chemicals in their hair, processed. Want artificial food, artificial lifestyle, down to artificial medicine from the pharmaceutical industry. Everything artificial. This whole thing that is happening with these transgenders coming out, it's not really exposing transgenders or the drama or controversy surrounding transgender. What it's exposing is our obsession with the artificial world, our obsession with the artificial reality. That's what's coming, that we are really in the matrix, that nothing is real. Our women are real, our food not real. We're not even real. And in America, Babylon, the matrix, are beginning to even lose track on what real is. The woman you like with the big breasts has nothing to do with reproduction, which is real. Human beings reproducing themselves is a reality. It's natural. It's a natural thing. It's how we got here. But a woman having big breasts has nothing to do with reproduction, unless they're full of milk. A woman with a big ass has nothing to do with reproduction. Everything you like about a woman has nothing with women today has nothing to do with something natural. It's nothing natural about what you like about a woman today. Everything you like about her can be artificially created. Can be made and engineered by scientists, by doctors. Or you could buy it off the shelf. It could be marketed to you. Everything you like about your woman is either in the hospital, in the surgery room, you can order it online, or it's on a mannequin. Nothing you like about the woman today has to do with natural reality. We have gotten away from the natural reality. So while you're afraid to sleep with a transgender, you already have a relationship that transcends gender. Because gender is about reproduction. Gender, the idea of gender is about male and female reproduction. But you're not with a woman. You're not going to the club and the bars because you're focused on male and female reproduction. Because if that was the case, then the abortion rate wouldn't be so high. And the birthing of black children being born wouldn't be so low right now, at an all-time low. If you was about that, you wouldn't be on child support. Because you would want to take care of the children that you brought in the world, because you know being with a woman is about reproduction. It's not about immediate gratification and how long you like the titties and how much you like the ass and all that. It just wasn't about that. That was sold to you. That was commercial. That was to make you buy cars and chains and try to be a rapper even though you never got signed, and live a life of like an NBA basketball player or some type of star, or make it rain in a club. It had nothing to do with reproduction. Your interest with the woman was all marketed to you by music videos and Hollywood and movies, and then sold to you by companies that manufacture your artificial reality. Your artificial reality is constructed by a conglomerate of different companies that produce that reality for you. It wasn't about reproduction. That's natural. You got away from the natural world. And now you're dealing with the artificial world. The art of being official, because it appears like it's real, but it's a reality that's been made up by somebody else that has nothing to do with nature. So true man and woman relationships is about gender, not ass, titties, and fake hair. And fake mannerisms that they borrowed from some woman on a reality television show. Fake eyes, fake eyebrows. Everything about the woman that you like has nothing to do with a woman, but has more to do with a product, a company, a corporation. And you pick your women based on how well they fit the corporate fictitious image that has been made up by marketing companies that are owned by white supremacists, white males. So you already been sleeping with it. Even if you're heterosexual today, sleeping with the average black woman, you sleeping with a transgender, because your relationships transcends gender. It's not about gender. It's about what you saw on television. And it's about what other people will think about your relationship. It's about if you all look like Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's more important of how you appear to the artificial world, or what does your relationship mean to the artificial world? How does it imitate life but has no life in it, which is why the divorce rate is so high? Your relationship is an imitation of life. Your life is an imitation of life because it has nothing to do with life. It's artificial. All the foods that you eat are artificial. Everything you do is artificial. And it transcends gender. When a man can go out and purchase the same things that make your woman look like your woman, and a woman can go out and purchase the same things that make a man look like a woman, you have a problem on your hands. That we're buying into the image of what a woman is. We're totally sold on the matrix. It's not about life anymore. Reproduction, nature, us coming together. That's why it don't last. Because it's not real. There's no such thing as a transgender. You got real people and fake people. Put them all in the same category. The real people want to do everything they can do real. They want to eat real foods. Go to real places that have not been messed up and over cultivated by man. They want to wear real clothes. Not just something with some fashion name on it. Gucci, Versace, Fendi, Prada. They don't want something with just a fashion name. They just want real clothes. Just real clothes to wear. And you can find a lot of them just at your local Goodwill. Just real clothes, real food, real water, real intimacy, real relationships, real conversation, real meditation. Real people want real things. They want to have a real life. They don't want to be a corporate slave to be able to purchase an artificial reality. They'll say to hell with corporate America and live a real life, a real reality. See, that's what black supremacy really is. We realize that the natural reality of who we are is actually supreme, so we don't have to buy into all of the bullshit. Because if you keep buying into the bullshit, you end up with some bullshit. Like a transgender, something that's a hoax. It's not what it's cracked up to be. You bought something, you bought your TV and you bought it home, it was a box of bricks. That's what a transgender is. It looks like there's a television there, but you get it home and there's nothing in the shit. Because you have been sold on an artificial reality. Hoodwinked, bamboozled, ran amok. So don't say that these are just transgenders over here and just attack this particular community because you say they're transgender. No, they're part of the artificial community. They have just really took artificialness to the next level. They bought the highest level product to transform themselves into the artificial entity. So they just had a little bit more money and a little bit more drive to become a little bit more artificial than you. To be able to buy these expensive surgeries and transform themselves in some type of glamorous Hollywood commercialized entity overnight. So they're just a little bit more artificial than you, but artificial nonetheless. You got artificial tastes. They had artificial hunger, artificial desperation. They desired it on the most deepest level of their being, so they just had more drive than you, but they're just artificial. But most of the shit you are interested in artificial. That's how you can get tricked, because the artificial world is very tricky. You buy your food, you don't read the labels, so you don't know what ingredients is in it. You pick your woman, you don't read the labels, you don't know what ingredients is in them. You just want the artificial experience. You don't even know what reality is anymore. You're just doing it just so people can see you. You're doing it so people can see what you're doing. So you're not even doing it for the real reason to do it. Relationships now are about selfies and Facebook and Instagram and doing videos. They're no longer about the intimacy and the loyalty and integrity between two individuals. This is about how this looks to everybody. And if we're going off how it looks, you look fine with a transgender based on the status of this society. You look fine. But inside that, there's no uterus in that. Looks good. No uterus. But then our actual women imitate out of the artificial world, and they eat artificial foods and contaminate their bodies and end up with uterine cancer, and then their uterus gets snatched out, and now you still end up with a woman with no uterus. Like you have a transgender with no uterus, which is a woman with no uterus. You still got two women, no uterus, two artificial entities, two entities produced by an artificial world. There's only two type of people that exist on this planet: the real and the artificial, the real and the fake. No one else, no transgenders, nothing else. These are all titles and labels to confuse you and distract you. Either the shit is real or it's not. Many of us have been on the path to artificialness, period. That's what our favorite TV show has been trying to do to us. All the commercials, all the advertisements that you allow to make AdSense on your videos. What are they doing? Seducing you and drawing you into an artificial reality. That's the purpose of them. So when you see somebody that is an embodiment of the highest technology and the progress of this artificial world, then you be upset. You say this is a transgender. No, this is an artificial dream come true. This is an American nightmare come true. Stop playing with the transgender piece. It's a mind fuck. They say they're a woman, but they're born as a man. It's a mind fuck. And in the realm of artificial reality, it's nothing but a mind fuck. That's the purpose of getting plugged up into the matrix, because it obscures reality. And you end up with somebody else's program. And there's so much space for speculation and obscurity, and just so much space for dream and fantasy, that now you've lost track of reality. A person talking about they're a woman inside of themselves is more obsessed with what's going on in their mind than they are more connected and grounded in nature and in the physical reality. And that's the purpose of the matrix, to get you more running programs in your mind than to be grounded in nature and physical reality. To have you lost into a Disney world of your own conceptualization that they manufacture to you as a product. They want to make your dreams come true. They don't want you to be happy with reality, with the simplicity of reality. They want to make your dreams come true and then sell them and market them to you, and then make you a slave to their real growth and their real advancement by capitalizing off selling your dreams to you. It's only two type of people in the world: real or fake, real or artificial. There are no transgenders, nothing else. Look at it that way. And ask yourself, with all your goals and your aspirations and the things that you consume and you buy into, and how you spend your time and energy, and what you validate with your life energy, is it real or is it fake? Because if it's fake, then you're one with the transgender. You are part of the same matrix that they're in. They just went further with it. They excelled further in it to be able to now physically construct the artificial programming and reality that's running in their minds. This King Noble Black Supremacy. Join my website, www.kingnobleuncensored.com. Donate, don't hate. Subscribe to my new YouTube page right now, King Noble Guru. Hit the like button. Hit the bell so you can get notifications every time I release new videos, so you can stay present and up on the Black Supremacy movement. Follow me on Instagram, King Noble Uncensored.c.o.m. Black supremacy.